under shoulders. Inhale, drop that belly, lift that gaze, pulling the ribs forward to feel a stretch through that rib cage. And then exhale to tuck the tailbone, curl that spine, pushing the mat away with the palms to find space in the shoulder blades. Inhale, drop that belly, lift that gaze, nice and slow, moving through our cat-cow. Exhale, curl that spine. Start to find your own movement here. Maybe your movement is sticking with cat-cow. Or maybe you're drawing circles with the hips. Let's take 6 breaths of free movement. Give your body whatever it needs. If you want a wrist stretch, you can turn fingertips to face the knees. Breathe here. Then flip palms over, stretch out the other side. And I take 2, maybe 3 more breaths if that makes you feel even. And then exhale, come back to your neutral tabletop. We're going to inhale that right leg up like a dog on a fire hydrant and start to draw circles with that knee. Nice and slow, 3 in each direction, finding some nice rotation through that hip. Inhaling to draw the knee up and exhaling to draw it back down. Your next inhale, you can reverse directions. Then inhale, extend that right leg long behind you. And exhale, let it cross over the left foot, landing on the floor behind the left foot. From here, we'll draw our gaze over the left shoulder, looking back at that right foot, drawing the left shoulder towards the left hip. Should be a nice side body opener on that right side. One more breath. Nice. And inhale that right leg back up long behind you. And let's slowly draw it out to the sides. Foot can flex. Nice and slow. Hold it here for a second. And then bend that knee. Let that right foot come up outside the right hand. We'll just take a little lizard variation here for a couple breaths. So if you want to stay here, it's fine. You can also walk that left foot back to open up the hips a little bit. I like to roll onto the outer edge of my right foot. Maybe you even come down to forearms. Be nice and patient with your body this morning. Take your time, it's early. Just breathe, finding some nice opening. One more breath. And let that right foot come back long. Find the ball of that right foot. We're stepping back into a high plank. So the left foot is going to step back to meet it. And then exhale, lower chaturanga. Knees can always come down first. We're just going to bring that belly down to the mat and release. Belly lands. Hands are underneath shoulders. Inhale, find your baby cobra or your back bend. And exhale, let it go. Let's take 2 more back bends. Inhale, lift that chest. Let those shoulders pull back and down. And exhale, release. Find one more. Find your own height, your own pace. Filling that inhale with your lifting chest. And lowering on your exhale. And on your next inhale, push through those knees. Let's lift through tabletop, toes tuck, hips Send up towards the sky for downward dog. Breathe here in your down dog, pedal out those feet. Let's take just 4 breaths here. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Then inhale, bend both knees. Exhale, straighten both legs. And nice and slow, just take it back down to tabletop. Nice. Oh, that's inappropriate, but come on. From your tabletop, inhale, lift that left leg up like a dog on a fire hydrant. And we'll draw those same circles. Inhaling to draw that knee up. Exhaling to draw it down. About 3 in each direction. Inhale to switch. One more breath. Then inhale, that left leg extends long. Let it cross over the right foot. Land on the floor on the other side of that right foot. And then turn your gaze over that right shoulder, drawing that right shoulder towards that right hip. You can see from this side now, nice long side body extension on the left side. Breathe here. Inhale, release that left foot. Long behind you. Flexed foot, start to open that left leg out to your left side. Foot is straight. Hold for a second. Feel that engagement. And then start to bend the knee. Bring that foot up outside the left hand for lizard. Any variation here that works. I like to walk my right foot back, find a little more space in the hips, and roll that left foot open. Just find 3 breaths. Find a nice gentle hip opener. And settle in. One more breath, maybe 2. And then hands on the mat. Start to bring that left foot back long. We're going to come back into our plank. Colie's kind of up in my plank space. Excuse me, buddy. Find that plank. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, take it down to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale for down dog. You can lift through tabletop or reverse that push-up. Send those hips up and back, downward facing dog. And when you get to down dog, pedal out those feet. Thank you. Inhaling to bend one knee, straightening the other, breath by breath. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Inhale that right leg up towards the sky. And exhale to draw the right knee in. Step it between the hands, low lunge. From your low lunge, inhale, shoulders back and down. Just for a moment, we're going to lift through our high lunge. Let that upper body rise. Feel those ribs pull back, spine is straight. Exhale, sink. Just for a breath. And then exhale, fold. Plant the hands, plant the left knee, untuck the left toes, draw those hips back, forward folding over that right leg, nice and straight. Options to lift toes towards the sky, plant them on the mat, or find a little bit of flow between the two, whatever feels best. Just sending some nice nourishing energy through that right leg. Let's take 8 full breaths here. Four more breaths. Exhale, bend into that right knee, frame that right foot. Left toes tuck, left knee lifts, low lunge. From your low lunge, step that right foot back to meet the left. Lower through your chaturanga. Knees can always come down first. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, lower that body right back down to the mat. We're going to lay it out for a second. Belly lands, head can land. And we're going to let our left arm extend. I'm going to change my angle so you can see me well here. Legs can stay nice and flat. We're going to extend our left arm out like an uppercase T. Right hand underneath right shoulder. Inhale, lift that right shoulder up, that right side of your chest, starting to roll into that left ball and socket joint. Nice and gentle, be really mindful of your shoulder here. Just trying to find some nice opening, nice stretch through that shoulder. Maybe your hips lift and stack. Maybe they stay on the mat. Head can be on the mat or lifted, whatever feels better. And exhale, roll it back over. Belly finds the mat. We're just going to switch sides. So let that right arm come out like an uppercase T. Left hand underneath left shoulder and roll into that right ball and socket joint. Maybe the hips stack, maybe not. No pressure. Just be nice and gentle and mindful of that right ball and socket joint. One more breath, maybe two if it feels really good. And exhale to roll that chest back down. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, make your way to down dog, either reversing that push-up or inhale, lift through tabletop. Send those hips up and back. Downward facing dog, pedal out those feet, feel those shoulders sinking into those ball and socket joints, nice and open and stretched. And pedal the feet, bending one knee, straightening the other. Maybe your right leg is feeling a little bit more open than the left. We haven't evened it out yet, maybe not. But just taking note and then letting it pass on. Two more breaths. And this time in your down dog, inhale that left leg up towards the sky. And exhale to draw that left knee in towards the chest. Gently step it between the hands, low lunge. Just for a moment, we're going to pass through our high lunge. So inhale those shoulders back and down, nice and strong through those legs. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Feel those ribs drawing back. Exhale, sink into your lunge. Full breath here. Deep exhale to fold, frame the left foot, drop the right knee, untuck the right toes. And then draw those hips back, straight through that left leg, forward folding here. Option to lift the toes, flatten the foot, or find a little movement between the two. We're here breathing into the back of that left leg for 8 breaths. One more breath. And then exhale, bend into that left knee. Hands frame that left foot, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, low lunge. Step that left foot back to meet the right, high plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Knees can always come down first. Let that belly land. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale for child's pose. Hips find the heels. Knees can be together or wide, whatever feels best. And let that body sink down into the mat. Chest reaching towards the mat. Forehead can come down. If it feels good to wiggle in your hips from side to side, feel free. You can also just hold stillness. Breathe here. Let your body release into the mat. Two more breaths. And then from your child's pose, start to lift the hips. You can square the knees, kind of coming into a forearm tabletop. Maybe that chest reaches a little lower, maybe not. And we're just going to take our right palm and slide it underneath the left armpit. Palm is facing towards the sky, threading that needle, and then come down on your right shoulder and your right temple. And that left arm can reach overhead or wrap around the back. Just trying to find some opening through that right shoulder blade. If this feels really accessible and you want a deeper twist, you can also extend that left foot out towards the right hand to help push you into the twist, but absolutely no pressure. Keep it nice and low key. One more breath. And then let that left hand support you. As you push that body back up, release that right arm back down to the forearm. And just switch sides. Let that left palm reach, flip towards the sky and slide underneath that right arm. Coming down on that left shoulder, that left temple. And from here, right arm can reach overhead. It can wrap around the back. This variation doesn't have to look the same as the other side. Just find some nice opening through that left shoulder blade. Find something that feels good for a few breaths. And let that right hand support you. Inhale, push up, release that left hand. Sink back through puppy pose. So hips are still lifted, but arms are gonna extend. And then start to slide those hips. Draw those hands back to your child's pose, your balasana. And if you'd like, hands can come to prayer on the back of the neck to find an opening through the triceps. If you need to make micro adjustments in your balasana, feel free. Maybe re-widening those knees. Maybe you're good where you are. Let every exhale melt you a little deeper into that mat. And I really like to end my morning classes in balasana because it stimulates our digestive system. But if you are really uncomfortable in this pose, then feel free to swing around and lay on your back for just a couple minutes. Nice quick shavasana. And let those eyes close. These are your few minutes to yourself before the day starts. Tune into the self and enjoy. And then from your child's pose, take your time. You're welcome to stay here all morning if you'd like, but if you'd like to end your class with me, and start to curl that spine up, walk those hands back, and just let your body come upright again. And you can stay seated on the knees or swing around to a comfy seat. We're just gonna wrap up together with 3 nice deep breaths. Hands can come to prayer or over the heart. We'll take 3 inhales to the nose, exhale through the mouth. So inhale here. And let it go. You can bow your third eye to your heart. Send yourself all the love and gratitude. We bow in honor and gratitude to you. Thank you so much, everyone.